Joe, can we put this elephant more in shot?
That'd be great.
Here we go, just right there. Oh. There we go, fixed.
3-piece suit with shoes.
I'm in trackies, you're in Batman. I didn't want to touch his little setup. Joe, is this water part of the sacrifice?
Yeah, it's all connected.
Okay, I'll leave it there.
Alright, hello.
It's been recording the whole time.
Yo.
Okay,
You know I keep saying that we've got things planned? You don't have a bin? No.
Why?
Does he live in a display van? It's so clean here.
The TV isn't even plugged in. I don't use it.
But I'm convinced you live in a demo house.
Yeah, exactly.
He doesn't have a bin. TV's a prop.
I don't even sleep in the bed.
I saw you look for batteries and you had no idea where they were. You looked in every cupboard and they're all empty. Do you own this place? Is someone coming home? Do we have to leave?
Coming over. We have to be gone before midnight.
Get it out now, because if I do it early...
Okay, I said it. You want to start again?
Okay, so
No,
we are
we're
now...
on again. I'm not saying it.
So...
I learnt from a mistake. Go.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Hi
Let's
guys, I've got a good topic for all of us to
Okay.
talk about.
Hello, hello.
Ever heard about
Perhaps.
This is unusable. This is all unusable.
Have we got any content for tonight? No, we don't have anything.
We've got nothing.
And we got,
like a child?
we got
know.
25
I keep
minutes to
looking at the
get
time.
fucking serious.
Okay, 25 minutes.
We got 25 minutes to get serious
That's like
about
a whole
stuff.
Okay,
podcast.
so
like,
what are we talking
topic
about?
have we
pretty
got?
much from now on, it has to be perfect.
Okay, so what
No
topic are we
pressure.
talking?
What are we going to talk about, Cody?
I don't know.
Why did you
The skull? How long that fucking took us to set up?
What is on display over here?
Yeah. That's the only thing that proves that this place is Joe's. A watch and a photo and the skull, which I don't even know is yours.
I just found it in the desert one day, hey? Literally, just going on a bushwalk, found a skull out there. I'm like, you know
And all
what?
these candles around it?
Yeah. Yeah, it all adds to the aesthetic.
Picked them up.
100%.
It's going well.
Okay. And you fucked it. You broke the facade.
Pardon.
Alright.
Now you're free to say whatever you want.
Let's say whatever we want.
It's unusable now.
Hey, did you see Franco Drago died too?
Yeah.
I'm being serious here for a second.
That's news.
Yeah,
Is it actually true?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
He actually died. I didn't know he was that old. Like, to be
How old is
honest,
he again?
70 on the dot,
70
apparently.
Gs.
Still not that old.
No.
No, not that old. I thought he was, I thought he was in his 40s.
Because he was one of the founding members with Lila Bart, wasn't he? Like, of the first Soleil?
You two talk. I'm gonna Google that
And put
because
you on
I
the
can
spot
cut
here.
out the dead air to make me sound really smart.
You can make you sound really intellectual on this.
When you haven't got it, Jamie,
you-
look it up for me, Jamie.
You guys keep talking, and I will just bring up because no, this is actually a good topic to talk
yeah.
about on the day of his
On his passing.
passing. For
Because he had
real.
that show La Pearl, I think, over in, where was it again?
Dubai.
Dubai or something? Yeah.
Dubai, yeah.
Yeah,
We
that
watched
Is that the
the
show we watched?
we watched the House of Dancing Water in
Oh, yeah.
Macau. Amazing show,
Yeah.
water show,
Spectacular show.
and like the stage comes up and then it's just dry.
Jeez, really?
Like they'll do a motorbike act and then a
Pretty
10-meter
wild,
dive.
Yeah. I've seen that
In
a
a
lot in
matter of
Russia
3
too, hey?
minutes.
Like, they have the, a lot of the state buildings over there with the circus, the infrastructure's insane.
Yeah, this
Like,
building was
water
just...
rings, ice skating rings, like, the rings can actually switch.
Dude, I witnessed
You would
it
have
with
been
my
in
own
it
eyes.
at
I watched
Belarus,
it.
yeah.
I watched it, and I'm kidding you. I'm not joking. These
Yeah.
buildings are silly old. I
Yeah.
was gonna say stupid old, silly old.
Yeah, they're like,
And they're to the
70-something.
millimeter. Like they are so perfect. Because I'm sitting there over the edge, and they're all like, again in Russian, screaming at me as normal. Like, don't go over the edge, don't go over the edge. And you just watch this thing lower, so slow.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't believe how deep this thing goes in the hole.
Jeez,
And it
that's
was like
wild.
plates drying on a
It's all
dishwasher.
cogs and stuff like that switch
Yeah.
the rings, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. And it took 20 minutes. Like, they time-lapsed it. I'll find it. I'll try and find it.
Yeah.
But I sat over and I spoke to the clown who spoke a bit of English. And he's like, I watch this all the time. And he just loves circus. And he goes, because we watched the carpet stage go down to
Yeah.
bring out the LED stage for the award ceremony.
That's wild.
And it took ages.
Yeah.
But it was like one of the coolest.
I've
I
seen
just
this with the
sat
show
and
there
watched.
on the Moscow Circus Bolshoi one in St. Petersburg, and the actual stage, the artists stand there and they can lower down into like
That's-
underneath instead of walking out of the curtain. They lower down.
That is sick.
yeah, it's pretty wild.
Well, he said that the lowest one has a refrigerator. Like there's ice.
Really?
There's an ice stage, just 24/7,
Wow.
just frozen.
Yeah.
Carpet, one that they can put hay down or like sawdust,
Yeah.
and the light up one.
The
That's pretty
carpet
crazy.
one was the one that we used was the animal ring.
Yeah, because we had the Italian lady that I really should know. That again, I'll add her name, voiceovered over the top. Famous Italian animal family. Would you know?
Togni's
She's the
daughter.
No.
Cassatelli's?
Cassatelli, that's it.
Well, she was meant to bring over elephants.
Falco.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Adriana.
Adriana Falco.
Yeah, she can.
Yeah.
So she was meant to bring elephants because it was on the running, but Russia's rule or Germany or someone's rule.
You can't bring them from Western Europe into Eastern Europe and take them back, I think.
Yeah.
It's something like that.
If she
it's
brought
one
them, she
way.
had to stay.
Yeah, it's one way.
So she brought horses last minute,
Yeah.
and it was amazing.
Yeah.
It was like that was
Yeah,
one
it's
of the
something
best
like
acts
that I've
ever
heard.
seen.
Like, if you go into Eastern Europe, you can't return to Western
Yeah,
Europe.
she was telling us that, and she like didn't know this until
Yeah.
like driving out one night,
Yeah, no, I've heard about it before.
and she
People
turned around
use,
and just grabbed the
She had to
horses.
switch them out.
Yeah,
Mm.
and it was a beautiful horse act. And I was even thinking of this tonight watching your horse act. Like they put it on the stage kind of slants on a 45.
Yeah,
That was
they
really
do
cool.
that. Especially for the Cossack acts where the horses are moving really quickly.
Yeah, okay.
They put it on the angle so the horse, like the,
The horses are sort
They
of
can't
halfway
slip,
up
you
the
know?
side of the ring.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Lean
Yeah,
in.
super cool.
yeah. It's really important you have a large enough ring for horses.
Yeah.
The surface
It
is
was a
correct,
big
it's not
ring.
slippery, yeah. Yeah, it's a big issue with a lot of newer tents. The rings are too small and the horse can't get a good gait when running.
Yeah,
And
okay.
for a bigger act, it's a big problem.
Yeah,
you know?
it's the problem with a lot of them. They can't stretch out properly, so they'll start to stretch out and get a bit of a stride, and then they've got to, make it choppy again. Like they can't keep that consistent speed.
Mm.
They end up, hitting their hooves into the side.
It's all those little logistical things that people wouldn't understand.
No, wouldn't understand. And yeah,
yeah.
I didn't know any of that purpose. And yeah, so we were performing on the animal one. I
Yeah.
didn't even realize that
Yeah,
until
well,
you've just mentioned it.
I
Like,
did know that. I
fascinating.
asked when we were there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a wild thing with so many different acts too. All the little things that you wouldn't appreciate, like you wouldn't take into account, like rigging tricks for tight wire acts or for flying trapeze or as for the animals.
Yeah.
All these little 1% things that make a huge difference in the act.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, well, there's a topic in itself as those little things that can sabotage your act that the audience have no idea that's going on. Moisture with rope spinning. If my ropes
Oh, yeah.
get the slightest bit of dampness,
Yeah.
throw the act away. I can't work the act.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
They have to be bone dry, the ropes. They don't work otherwise.
Well, even with the whips, I have to replace crackers nearly every show because the whip will break away over time, and the noise of the whip will be totally different. And little stuff like that.
Can I just ask?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I was actually watching tonight. Your whip's amazing, but like, what makes this? This is gonna make me sound dumb. What's
Go ahead.
causing the sound?
It breaks the sound barrier. So as
That's
I
what
do, yeah,
No, okay, so I'm
that's
not
it.
stupid. I'm sitting there and I was like, but how? Is it that far? Like at
Yeah.
the moment of impact?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
it's breaking the sound.
And what
I'm not
happens too?
stupid.
It's all about the end of the whip too. So if it's too thick and too heavy, then it won't make that sharp crack. You have to have a really fine tip. So some people would use horsehair, I've heard, but I don't want to use that because the horses won't have any hair by the end of it. I use baling twine instead.
Yeah.
And that has that really fine kind of
Yeah.
material to it, but it's durable enough that can last a while as well. But yeah, you can use
Okay,
builder's
it's fine,
twine,
that-
that kind of stuff.
Not as dumb as I
But
thought.
all different materials will have a different effect on the noise,
I mean, for juggling, it's obviously. I was looking for a joke, but obviously it's wind. I was looking for something funny just to shake up the mood, but obviously fans are my worst enemy.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Moisture,
Yeah.
that doesn't help. Fans
Lights.
for rope?
Yeah, but moisture's the worst. And even just dampness in the air.
Do lights bother you? For me, with the juggling, the white ones can throw me out sometime. Like I get completely
Oh,
blinded.
white on white.
Yeah. But then what
Oh,
happens,
yeah.
I just kind of change my position in the ring and then that
No,
corrects it,
yeah. Lights actually don't affect me as much as I
Yeah,
thought they
yeah,
would.
because some people get really bothered by them.
Because you're
For
right, just
me-
move to a spot.
That's
or-
what
But I
You
remember
can
watching
improvise
you
it.
at the Circus Festival and you
I
had
couldn't see.
moving heads and
Yeah.
everything going. I'm like, holy shit, like there's jugglers
Yeah.
I know that would not have been able to cope
Yeah.
with that and you were unfazed by it.
No,
there
they
were lights going
put
everywhere.
like the beam lights,
Hmm.
so I could only see the props when they'd go through a beam.
Yeah.
So that was exciting. No, lights don't actually affect me.
Smoke machines.
Moving lights, smoke machines don't until there's wind involved, and then
Yeah.
the smoke's moving too fast.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, what's going on here? No, just fans. Fans of moisture. But I like a sticky hand. I was just telling Joe this. I like a sticky hand.
You like your hands getting sticky?
yeah,
I like a sticky hand.
Alright, each their own.
Okay.
You like a sticky hand. We're all looking at the clock here because it is close to 1 a.m.
Oh, and
We have plenty
also
of time.
too,
That's it.
obviously,
Can I just say
like
that was
level
going well?
grounds. You know, if like bounce juggling, your act is screwed if the ground
Oh,
is
but
at
that's
level.
really any table act too. If the
But you
table
can't
is
tell that from the
wonky.
audience.
No.
If you are a late
yeah, I
person
was
sitting
just
in the
gonna say
audience, there are so many things that can go wrong with someone's act that you have no idea. And it sucks for that performer because it's not like an obvious explanation for why their act's going wrong. But they really
For me,
can't
one of the
help
biggest
it. It's
fears-
not
I make
their
it very
fault.
obvious it's the
Yeah.
wind.
You just point at
Don't
the
worry
fan
about
like,
that. Yeah.
it's not me.
Sometimes, like, this, exactly what I'm doing here is just out of habit when I'm talking about a fan. Just hands on hips, a lot of that, a lot of throwing one and just going...
Just some sass.
Constantly, one of my biggest fears is actually the ring waiters. You know, and I've had a lot of really good helpers, you know, but always I can only rely on myself, you know. And in the back
Yeah.
of my head, I'm wondering, are they going to bring in the props? Are they going to help me with the
Oh,
cues
yeah.
correctly, you know?
Yeah,
And
100%.
as I said, I've had a lot of people do the job really well, but that's always what bothers me, you know? Because I can rely on myself, but you can't rely on other people.
Yeah, especially something as mental as joggling, as
Yeah.
it's the only thing I know. But you kind of need
Yeah.
to... I always get in trouble for you want to be in control of things. It's literally a juggler's process. Like,
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
your
so-
job, is to be
But
in
it's
control
not
for 5
really-
minutes.
So
Like,
there is personality traits associated with acts.
there's the game. And here's the jingle.
But it's not really even just
Oh,
juggling.
no.
Like, I know for the animals, all that kind of stuff.
Different game.
I need to control.
100%. Like,
A slip up with the prop change or something like that can cause a long-term trouble. Like, you know?
dude, it is... Like, I was telling you before the show.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like shoelaces.
I get
because
saying,
that's
yeah.
a thought. Like, if you're juggling and, like, the right foot's loose or you're not sure if that's untied,
Yeah.
you're out of control.
I do
You don't know
3
what's going
checks
on.
every time before I go in. I check my shoelaces are tied up and my shoes are clean. I hate mud on
Yeah,
my boots.
yeah, of course.
I check my fly because you only need to work
Huge.
once with the fly undone and then it ain't ever going to happen again.
Yeah,
And you
true.
check that you've got your lighter too. Because any kind
For
of
your-
fire
for your
prop...
cigarette?
Yeah, for my ciggies. No, but any kind of fire prop in the act is nothing worse than going in there and you've
Yeah.
got the lighter. I've
Yeah,
done
yeah,
that
yeah, of
once
course.
before and never again, you know.
Yeah,
Lucky
that's
there were
no,
smokers in the audience. They saved me, you know.
Oh,
but
no.
you don't
know
want
what
that.
though?
Yeah.
That just opened a whole new range of topic. Is wardrobe malfunctions and how much like that can just scar you with your act.
Yeah, but you have to have a resilient personality, I think. Water off a duck's back. Because if you're going to get freaked out by one bad thing that's going to happen...
Not if your entire top has fallen off in the back.
Mate, I've nearly flashed a lot more than a top. I'm just saying, when you finish your juggling act and you can feel cold wind on your crutch and then you realise, hang on, it was that.
Oh really?
Just happened to me.
Well, a little...
Well, that's never happened to me, so...
and
Hope not. Just happened to me.
fingers crossed that.
Yeah, I did a dress rehearsal show. I just
Yeah.
did it. Dress rehearsal show, new pants. Kind of, you learn the new
Yes,
feel of
please.
the new pants. Dress rehearsal, fly down, and a newspaper for Courier Mail out in the city, fly down. But it's okay. It's okay. But wardrobe malfunction. I didn't want to tell this story, but I told the people in the back door. So I finally come around. Don't laugh. You'd wear them, the dance belts.
Oh, yeah, the G-bangers.
Okay, you wear
Yeah,
them?
you wear a G-banger, though, or...
Yes.
I'll tell you after you tell me.
Hang on, you're talking about jock straps.
Jock straps, yeah, but do you wear the
Okay.
G-banger one or
I
the
can
normal
burn
one?
this footage.
No,
Yeah,
this is
sure.
good. This is quality.
No,
this
I've
is
got it on
really
right now. I literally have it on right
I
as we
will be
speak.
annoyed if
Depending
you
on-
see this.
Depending on Joe's answer, I scrapped the SD
No,
cards.
I
They're in a
literally
lake.
have it on right now. Yeah, and it's hurting. I'm waiting for you guys
Me
to leave
too.
so I can
and
take
I
it
just
off.
watched the show.
It's digging in.
This is a safe circle.
Okay.
here,
Oh,
guys.
this
Safe
has
space.
Every day.
The candles, the skull head. It's a ritual. It's a
Yeah,
safe spot.
exactly.
I wore my first one at this show just then.
Yeah.
And with these pants, they were super tight.
You have to.
Sequin pants.
Yeah.
And I remember putting them on, and the amount of times I leant over in the mirror, there's a video of me in the change room, and I'm just full, like, on the ground like this, going, Megan, tell me they're not see-through. Because that's, I'm just trying to juggle, and I'm going, your pants are see-through.
Yeah.
And that's a control that I didn't even want to think of.
Yeah.
And it was just a house of horrors.
Yeah.
So she kept assuring me, I'm in the back door, asking everyone, like, I'm doing like this, like, are my pants see-through? Because if they can see my knee, they're definitely seeing what's going on here.
He did absolutely bend over for
Then
one of the guys.
Then I found... SD card. No, then I find out Megan's told everyone it's his first show where he dance belt. He's a bit nervous because I'm there like doing this one
Put
with
the
the
pressure
D,
on.
and they're like, "Yeah, the dance belt," and I went, "How do you know?"
How do you know?
And he goes, "Show me." And
know
I
what?
literally went, "Which,
Cody, they could have
look
had
how
you
much
on.
I fucking
They could have had you on and gone, oh, it's because we can see it. We can see through and see it. That's how we know you're wearing it.
But like, how's me? Just I trust you fully. Here you go. Like,
Just
I just bent her.
have the old peek. Yeah.
I trust the guy. He's a good guy. Nice guy. Bag of lollies. You're about to talk.
What? I'm not saying anything.
No, I know. You're doing really well.
I'm waiting for
Because I don't
prompt.
think we have to edit much.
No, exactly.
No, it's good.
Actually, good. Probably won't put that bit.
I'm
but-
waiting for the prompts.
But yeah, like, I'm starting to, because I had a pair of Lycra pants.
Yeah.
And in juggling too. It's a poor visual. But like, you like this a lot.
Yeah.
And hips moving. So I just kind of started listening to the advice.
It's a good idea. Yeah, same with the pants juggling act. You
It's
don't
just-
want
it's
those
problem
balls
with-
bouncing. Like, yeah.
This is like,
You
big things need...
Exactly.
protecting.
Yeah, well, when you're a female doing a bounce juggling act in bikini, there's an extra set of balls you're worried about bouncing. And you're bent over, juggling in front of people. The amount of times that I used to get
Of course.
paranoid. And I'm like, no, they're still in. They're still in. I'm okay.
I used to have tits.
Mm.
When I was really big.
Yeah.
I remember... You just,
Yeah, Mars line up. Okay, yeah, we're talking about titties now. Come
we
on.
are talking about titties.
Alright.
I sat someone at Weber's when I was young, long curly hair, used to curl at the ears.
Yeah.
And I was a big boy, and we're all waiting in the like front door, waiting to seat people.
Yeah.
And I grabbed this lady's tickets. I said, "Excuse me, will you please follow me to your seats?" I turn, and all you hear is her go, "Darling," like to a kid. She goes, "Go, follow the lady to the chair. Follow the lady to the chair."
no.
Everyone came.
I used to get that as a kid, actually. Yeah, I used to get that as a
Yeah.
kid because I had long hair, like
yeah,
to
but
my
I
shoulder.
also had. I was large.
Big, yeah, milkies.
Big breasts.
You know,
big
men can
milkies.
lactate.
Yeah.
Under times of great stress,
I
they can
wasn't ever
lactate.
lactating, but
No,
I never
apparently
had like, nipples.
you can lactate.
I didn't have nipples till I was like 25. It was weird.
Yeah.
Business attire, so you can tell it's important. This ad break is going to be put in a spot because we went off the rails. And when I say off the rails, I'm talking off the rails, down the ditch, into the forest, into bushes. Strategically, I have to, because we recorded for about 2.5 hours and this is the 18 minutes that Touchwood hopefully allowed to be heard. This is a quick little ad break. First plug has to go to ourselves. Please follow the socials. They're all here, all here, probably here. There is a website, nothing's on it. There is a Twitter, don't use it, don't worry about it. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, they're the ones. Thank you for watching. Please follow the socials. If not, that's fine. Thank you, appreciate it anyway. Enjoy the rest of the pod.
So, no, we're going to wrap this up.
Okay.
We're going to wrap this one up. It is 1 a.m.
Ooh.
So people think we record in the middle of the day. We don't. But this is the best time.
Yeah.
I got to be honest, that was really good. The first 45 minutes was a bit of a grind.
Yeah.
A lot of a lot of unused stuff.
Yeah. I reckon
What
we
was
said
that?
What was that?
We got mugs.
That would be perfect. Get mugs on there.
They're our next guests.
No, there are mugs out there.
Oh, yeah.
And he's waving to us.
Can we wave back?
Doing a dance.
Get the camera. Can we go, Jordan?
He's doing a dance. He's a good guy. He's a good guy.
We got this on camera.
Yeah.
King. Yeah, well, the cameras. What dance did he did this? He did this. Yeah, just
Guys, look,
Oh.
he just karate kicked the light post.
that would hurt.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
not go
Okay.
there. If he's kicking
kick.
posts, we're gonna have to
Oh,
go
no.
there.
See us quite clearly.
Yeah.
Oh god.
All right, well, we're gonna wrap this up anyway.
All right.
Thank you all.
Well,
that was good fun.
there's a good finish.
That was a really good finish.
Wow.
It was
What
that's
do you do?
Circus Life. This is
Yep.
part of the pod.
I know, that'd be
let's
the
go.
best way to finish. Everyone just runs out
Let's
the
go
camera.
because we're both in our dance belts
Yeah.
and we have like
Extra
extra
support.
testosterone, extra support.
Pulling everything up, yeah.
You can do high kicks. All right. I'm not actually wearing one right now.
I am.
I was for the
It's
show.
really
I know
hurting.
you are.
It's really
You're also in a
hurting now.
three-piece suit. I like it though. It's very nice.
It needs a
It's
support.
tweed twill. I like it. Much love. Thank you very much. This is
Thank
fun.
you.
Megan, press the red button, please.
Toodaloo
Tell me
ta-ta.
that was recording the whole time.
Toodaloo ta-ta.
Tell me that was recording.
Bye-bye.